I'm gonna have to talk a lot louder because they're digging up the cement street right next to me. Okay. So the first thing I noticed, first, it's crazy they're going to Geneva. I mean, that they went to Geneva because it's gorgeous there. I don't know that because I haven't been there, but I saw it on the television. But did you guys see that big giant chair? I want that in my living room. What I don't like about this season is how rushed it's been. It almost feels boring because of so many things that they're cutting out. Like after every rose ceremony, everybody clicks their glasses and then they're told where they're going next. Well, it's like they cut almost all those out. It's just wrong. When you see the guys coming to Switzerland, I mean, I just thought, what a great group of guys this is. I mean, they're all intelligent, except for, well, no, not except for Brian, but what I was going to say next is that they all seem very genuine. I think Brian's genuine, but I don't know. The charming thing needs to go so we can get to the real stuff. I was mad when she picked Brian first because I didn't really know what her methods were last night. But after seeing the whole show, I get it. But still, I mean, those two guys deserved, Adam and Matt, they deserved a one-on-one with her. And I don't know if, I don't think Matt ever got one. I don't know about Adam. I don't understand why Rachel is on the ESPY award show. She's the Bachelorette. She's not an actor like George Clooney. You know, I mean, I just don't see why she's on there. The fact that Rachel can change all the rules and not have rose ceremonies, I'm going to call Chris Harrison about that because I don't think it's right that she can change everything around. She takes Brian on this date and it's really fancy, and man, what a car he gets to drive. And she takes him to the watch store or the jewelry store and buys him what looks like a pretty expensive watch. Now, how are the other guys going to feel when he comes back to the room and he's flashing that around? It was so uneven and not fair because her other dates, she didn't do that. So I guess maybe she's picked Brian in her mind. Dean was saying that Brian swooned women for 18 years before coming on The Bachelorette, and I'm wondering how he knows that. And I guess Brian talks. I don't know. Yeah, again, Brian needs to stop kissing. Kissing is not the answer to the world's problems. Well, maybe it is. Okay, everybody stop and kiss somebody, and we'll see how the world changes in that 1 minute. You know, I'll kiss my cat, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Forget it. Forget I said that. But okay, maybe kissing is the answer for the world's problems, but Brian uses it as a way to deflect from talking. At least that's what I get from him. I mean, maybe he just can't help himself, but still there are important things that need to be talked about, and he's just, you know, I guess for Dean's one-on-one, I'm confused why he doesn't want Rachel to meet his family, well, his father and whoever, and he doesn't have a very good relationship with his father. It is apparent, but I don't know. He's afraid of that, though. Yeah, the one thing, backtracking to Brian, is, you know, if she thinks he's too good to be true, why did she buy him the watch? I don't know. Back to Brian and Rachel's date. She's tried to start asking him deeper questions, and he just deflected them back onto her and started asking her a bunch of questions. And of course, we, the audience, can see that happening, and we want to say, you know, if I was sitting, I think I should be the chaperone, actually. I'll sit at the table with Brian and Rachel, and then Rachel, I'll say, okay, Rachel, ask a question of Brian. And then she asks a question of Brian, and then Brian starts to deflect, and then I hit him with a ruler. When he did talk about his past relationship, everything was her fault. And normally that doesn't ever happen, except, you know, in my cases. But, you know, normally that doesn't happen. Yeah, he said that his mother and girlfriend didn't get along, and I would be more concerned with what did the mother do than what the girlfriend did. I don't know. I don't think that's going to work out. The one thing he described about his relationships was that he rushes in and it's all passion and excitement and wonderfulness and stuff, and then he stops, and then he's like, uh-oh, I rushed into this. Isn't she worried? Because that's exactly what's happening again. They're hammering out there on the sidewalk or something. I would be really worried that he's replicating the same, he's duplicating, he's doing the same things again with her. I mean, she can barely talk without his mouth on hers, you know. It's like, let her up for some air, man. Oh, the place they had dinner was gorgeous. It was like, and then the violins, you know, and yes, it was romantic, and yes, there should have been kissing, but what about dancing? I mean, it would have been a perfect moment to just dance in that place with all the music, and missed opportunities. Now, moving ahead to Dean and Rachel, they went to church, and I loved how Dean just broke out into this crazy dance out on the street. I mean, it really showed a different part of his personality. It was good. There was a problem with Dean not being able to answer her questions without making a joke of it. But, you know, I mean, him laughing, him smiling big when she's asking him questions, first of all, that might be a sign of immaturity, but it's also just nervousness and fear. He's uncomfortable answering those questions. So Peter got the third one-on-one, which of course left Eric, Adam, and Matt for the three-on-one. Going back to Dean's date for a moment, I'm glad he did eventually open up, and it's what got him the rose. So, I mean, I'm glad. Oreo is improving in their commercials by offering us the Oreo candy bar. It looks really good. Peter's date was great. I mean, going up in the helicopter and looking at the Alps. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. And then the sled ride, sled dog ride. And just the way they were interacting and laughing on the ride was great. Peter seems to me to be the most not the most genuine, but the most comfortable in who he is. He's just very genuine and open. He doesn't hide anything. He's just, you know, I think he's the best one, but what do I know? I do have to say that Peter looks really good after a dog sled run. And you know what it is? It's when a man just lets his hair just, you know, get all messed up. That is so attractive. To me, anyway. I started the paleo diet a week ago, and it's something that I had been on a long time ago, and man, it just took, it just took me down in sizes, and I was eating as much as I wanted of most fruits, most vegetables, meat, fish, eggs. And so it's not like some of the others that are only protein or only no carbs, things like that. But so anyway, I was watching the commercial for the hamburgers, and I already wanted one, but I didn't have one, so I'm just trying to get healthy. It doesn't matter. It's none of your business, really. Anytime anybody says, it's a done deal, I'm the winner, I know it, you know that that person is not going to be the winner because they don't have the right attitude, mentality, aura. I mean, they're just, it's false confidence is what it is. It's not genuine confidence, which is just something you have or don't have. But, yeah. I knew that Adam was not going to make it because he said that. Sad, though, that he didn't get picked because I think he's a really good guy. I thought it was amazing that the 3-on-1 date, they went to France. I mean, they just took a boat from Switzerland and went to France. It's just, those places over there are so unlike our country. They're, the architecture, and it's just gorgeous over there. I really like Eric. I've said it before. There's just, he is also extremely genuine. There is, you know, you look at Eric and you look at Peter, and there's no doubt that what they're saying is true, isn't true. I mean, I believe them 100%. They're not trying to be charming. They're just who they are, and that it really comes through. Adam is very real as well. It's unfortunate that he boasted so much, but just the way he was talking to Rachel and Eric too, what they were saying, it was just a really great conversation. I think it was really good that Eric opened up to her more. It was definitely a risk. I'm confused though. Did he say his father, his uncle, everybody was a drug dealer, drug addict in jail, him as well, or are a drug dealer in jail? I would want more, you know, expansion on that conversation. What he was talking about, being in a family where there is so much illegal activity and abuse, it had to have affected him. And unfortunately, that part of him, if there is another part of him, it hasn't come out yet. So I might be a little concerned as to how he is in relationships. He seems wonderful, and I hope he is. It doesn't mean that everybody who has seen violence is going to be violent. I would just want more information. So anyway, so she's got her 4 hometown dates set up. It's Peter, Eric, Brian, and oh my God, wait, let me go back. Brian, oh yeah, Dean. Brian, Dean, Peter, and Eric. So that's it. I look forward to the next show. Hopefully there isn't another repeat, or we have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for this one to come out. Anyway, and I hope that Bachelor in Paradise starts filming again. I don't know if they are, but it would be nice to see the show, as crazy and stupid as it is. But I don't know if they will. Anyway, and I'm loving Big Brother. It's awesome. Of course, I love Paul. He is great. Nothing's important. Nothing's important but the Bachelorette, Big Brother, and that new show Salvation looks pretty cool. And Price is Right. Anyway, okay, have a lovely week. I will talk to you next week. Bye.